Anyway, I can probably turn off this monitor for now. This is my new outfit. As you can see, I grabbed item level 510 weapon, exotic glaives. I slotted them with some materials that I had laying around, and I finished the what was it called? The DPS, the physical DPS role class quest or whatever. So we hunted down another one of the Warriors of Light, the Warriors of Darkness, whatever you want to call them, of this world. I hunted down Randa Ray, which was the Mikote, cat girl archer, the one that poisoned Alice with the arrow. Back when they were the Warriors of Darkness in our world. And let me tell you, it was not as good as the other one in terms of story. I think the one we did on stream was much better. Yes, it was, what would you expect? They show her in a good light, of course. Her entire story is that she was a really powerful hunter, probably one of the best hunters in the world. And they were hunting like one of the worst beasts around. She went there with a company of, people. And some of them, they got too cocky, they disobeyed their herder. They all went to attack the beast a little too early. The beast killed pretty much everybody out other than her. And so she swore revenge on that beast, tried to kill her, she, I don't know. And, along the way, she met with Albert and the others. They got together, they formed a party, And then she was so scared of losing them after she figured out, okay, I really like these people, but I don't want to lose them. But I want to kill my prey, and I found it. So she went alone to fight the freaking thing. She nearly died again. But that time, everybody else tracked her down and saved her ass, and they killed the beast altogether. So I guess that was cute. But, oh my god, I punched the microphone. But it wasn't as good as the other story. And in the meantime, I had to deal with a freaking brat from Yulmore. A rich boy that wanted to be a famous hunter, and he was like the most obnoxious guy ever. Spending money left and right until his parents pretty much disowned him because he didn't do anything good, and so they took all his money. He sent me away because he thought like I was in there just for the money. It was a little, it was a little shit, a bit of an asshole. But in the end, they figured out, oh, you know what? Actually, you were my friend all along, and screw it. I don't care if my parents give me money or not. I will help my grandma, which is not really my grandma, but it's the old lady that pretty much raised me because my parents are ineffective as hell. And so I will just help her in her remaining days. And, that was kind of cute as well. But for the longest time, he's been an asshole. So let's not fool ourselves. Anyway, let's get to it. We're here. What happened last time? I think we went to the Orbon Monastery to save her. She was abducted by the crystal, started talking weird, we went to look for her, and then the portal opened, pooped her out, stole the boy, and now she's here. Is that correct? More or less? I think so. Anyway. Now Ramza's gone? Oh, dearest Tia, what have I done? What have I done? Sounds about right. Yeah. We need to do something. What recourse is left to us? The only means we had of protecting ourselves could not even prevent my son from... Your son from... What's the son from? Also gonna drink a lot because I just had pizza. That was really good, but it makes me thirsty, as you know. I'm sorry, Genomis. My design was flawed. Not necessarily, Charlion. We all saw how it succeeded in drawing Alma back from the rift and shattering the Otius. The loss of the boy is not yours to bear. Our focus here should not be on our failures, but what we have learned from them. Being beyond the rift, it spoke before claiming Ramza. It referred to you as the blood of its invokers. Could it be your ancestors are responsible for Ultima summoning? Most certainly not. I have discovered no such inference anywhere in the Durai papers. Besides, tales of the High Seraph existed far before even the earliest of Ivalician legends. Then who exactly did summon Ultima? And why does she think them your kin? I honestly do not remember the story of Final Fantasy Tactics. Look! What's that? Is that a medallion? The princess one? I have a bad feeling about this, Kupo. Uh-oh. Here we go. One of my famous headaches. What are these people? Ramza, dead? You lie about as well as you carry yourself in battle, Oran. Oran? Oran? Final Fantasy Tactics? Oh, definitely. I did not say he was dead, my lord Delita. Yeah, that was Final Fantasy Tactics, alright. Tactics, Oran. Oran Durai. Oh yeah, that's the guy. I remember him. Yeah. Merely that he had abandoned his mortal vessel, entrusting his ethereal soul to the Auracite. But why would he do such a thing? Peace has finally come to Ivalice. There is naught to be had from further sacrifice. The kingdom is won, and this victory is much as his as it is mine. He risked life and limb to shield me from the dark that would have seen me perish. Without him, I would not be standing here before you. It is my duty as both king and colleague to see him saved. Knights, to me. We ride for our Orbon. My lord, wait. Ajora Glabados, first of the Zodiac Braves, was not the hero the church would have you believe. He betrayed Mother Hydaelyn for the promise of a coin and power, summoning forth a terrible evil from the depth of the celestial abyss. It was believed only one of the lands chosen, only a warrior of light might stand against this threat. I need to play Final Fantasy Tactics, don't I? Like, there's so many references to what's happening now. Do you? I mean, or watch like a movie of the game or something. But like, there are so many references to the things that are like relevant to the game as it is now. It's insane. Yet while victorious in battle, Ramza was unable to see the darkness vanquished. If failure was all that awaited a warrior of light, then what chance do you presume any other might stand? See, they talk about him like he's the warrior of light. It was like the warrior of light of 1,000 years ago or something. Are you saying I should do nothing then? Alma! No, my lord. Ramza is... My brother's final wish before his surrender to the Ether was that his name be struck from the annals of history. Alma, you're unhurt, but I was led to believe none but Auron returned from Orborn. What is this you speak of your brother's wishes? When it became apparent that we were powerless to truly defeat the High Seraph, we chose the only path left to us, to do what Hydaelyn herself did countless centuries past, imprison Ultima. See, they're even talking about Hydaelyn, the Mother Crystal, for God's sake. And as you are aware, my lord, a prison is only as strong as the seal on its gates. Is that what happens in the end of Final Fantasy Tactics? Ramza sacrificed his body to ensure that the Angel of Blood would never again walk the land, and he believed that if people knew of this sacrifice, it would only inspire them to seek out the holy stones and repeat the mistakes of those who come before. If you truly avouch yourself his friend, then you will honor this, his final plea. I remember the Angel of Blood. It was maybe... I think it was the final boss. No, Ramza should not be forgotten. He should be raised up as a hero for his deeds and claim his rightful place at my side. Only he be my knight gallant. He's gone, my lord. Before Ramza was your friend, before he was my brother, he was a warrior of light. He did what he did for Hydaelyn, and for those who would one day too heed the crystal's call. Oh my god. There he is. Claim the throne, my friend. Become ruler of Ivalice and restore peace to this war-torn realms once and for all. But I feel like Delita, wasn't he the bad guy at the end? Wait, Ramza, don't leave me, please. I beg of you. I think it was him that summoned the final boss or whatever. You will make a fine and just king, Delita. See you do not stray from the path. Maybe they changed a little bit of the story for Final Fantasy XIV. Ramza. The stones in these two necklaces. You're certain they will guide the heroes of a new era to Ramza? That's what Ramza wished, my lord. Oren, I do not believe I can bear another farewell this day. Will you not reconsider my offer to remain as a member of my court? It is but a mere matter of time before the Cardinal and his Temple Knights grow wise to my past. I would not have my presence here implicate you as well. Ramza beseeched me strike his name from history, but like you, my lord, I could not bear the thought of future generation blind to the truth. As such, oh my god, I choked myself. As such, I penned this chronicle of the hero's journey. I fear the world, however, is not yet ready for the gospel contained within these pages, nor would the church ever allow its circulation. In fact, I believe they will confiscate every existing copy and lock them away in their library. And what better way for the words to remain forever preserved than in one of the most highly guarded vaults in all of the realm? Then one day, when the church has fallen out of favor, the chronicle will be discovered and truth shall prevail. I must admit, your plan is intriguing, Oren. But once the church learned it was you who penned the chronicle, your life... Whoa! Was she pregnant? Damn, Oren! You dog! Okay, so I'm reading here that the story is a little different. Ascaret? Yeah, it says the author himself said it's not a story, it's not meant to be a sequel of Final Fantasy Tactics. But a reimagining of the story. Okay. Yeah, I was remembering like different things. Like I remember that Delita was the bad guy, and I'm pretty sure Alma dies with Ramza at the end, or something like that. It was the Echo, wasn't it? The removal of Ramza's name from the history books, the Jurai paper, the pendant, it was all set in motion by Oram himself. And if the Liberator's visions are to be taken as fact, it also appears we now know what the High Seraph meant by blood of my invoker. She was not speaking of ancestors in the sense of the natural kin, but the line of those chosen by Hydaelyn to serve her as warriors of light. That would be me, then. But then why abduct Ramza, or even Alma, unless there is something you haven't been telling us? She was using us to lure Ascaret. It is his vessel that the High Seraph desires. Matron's teats, Alma. How long have you been awake? That's a weird thing to say, all of a sudden. I've been a fool. I told our leader that it did not matter if our request for aid was refused, for I had an alternative ploy. General. It is alright, Wagi. My intention was to claim one of these aura sites in the name of the Resistance and use its power to lay waste to the Guardian occupants. Only now do I realize how flawed my ambitions were. You mean this whole time you were playing us for fools? Why didn't we see it earlier? Never trust a woman with ears longer than mine, I always say. That's rude and racist. You've every right to be angry, and I apologize for misleading you. But believe me, I no longer have any desire to deceive you and yours. I shall see you to the Orbon Monastery, and ask naught in return but that you let me join you in your rescue for Ramza. Do not misunderstand me. I do not do this for any one of you. I do it for my people in both Golmor and Rabanastre, people who may die if this High Seraph is allowed to return to power. Yeah, fair enough. I have a couple of new haircuts, by the way. We need to go and check with the, at the barber shop. Oh, wow, we can queue up? Awesome. Alright. Let's do that right away. People are running raids because of the current event, so it should be fairly easy to find a group for this. See? It has like a reward. So I'm gonna queue up. And it's 6 minutes. That should be good. If it's only 6 minutes, that's great. Okay, in the meantime, can I actually go and check if I can get a haircut? I know, it's not as important as saving the world, but I'm the hero. I'm the warrior of light. Okay, I have to look my best, at my best all the time. And that may or may not include a haircut. We'll see. Depends on how they look. And I think we have to go to the Bocairo Inn. I think. Is it this one? That one. We're out to an inn room. Hey, motor guy. Bye, motor guy. Okay. Summon the esthetician. There he is. Alright. What was that? Hang on. I think I got a message or something. Hairstyle. So, this is a new one. I mean, I gotta say, it's not very manly. And this is the other one. Again, not very manly. And we have this one. Which is alright, but not my style. Okay, we'll keep this as it is. So let me activate this. A moment. Oh, I forgot how to reply to people. Somebody even told me how to do that. I forgot. Ah, shit. How do you reply to somebody in Final Fantasy? Alt R. Oh, so it says. I don't. A tell slash tell. And then name. That did not work. Shit. Hang on. Keybinds. Chat. There it is. I mean, it says it should be Alt R, but it's not working. Alt Shift R? Oh, there we go. That worked. It's Alt Shift R. Wait, that broke my my queue. Oh god, I have to re-queue. Hang on. All right, it's fine. It's still 8 minutes. In fact, I already immediately found like 10 DPSs and half of the healers. Yeah, because, you know, I was in the middle of a conversation with someone today when the server crashed. And then everybody disappeared, and then we didn't hear from each other until now, so... That was a really bad crash. They told me it usually never happens like that. With that amount of time. Alright, anyway, that was the Orban Monastery. Now, man, we already have all the DPSs. We need 2 healers and 2 tanks, and then we're good. So that's really good. I mean, I feel like going to do anything else at the moment, it might be a waste. But we could go and check the remaining quests. For near raids. I don't remember which quest they were. Does anybody remember? Must be level 80? Deliver the automaton code. It's word about Komora. That's the one. So where is it? Let's just teleport to the Crystarium. That will do. Okay. And off. Okay, then we teleport. In the meantime, we found another healer. We lost 5 DPSs. It's crazy. Things are happening fast. We lost a tank now. I don't even know. Oh, I started raiding like a very old raid, by the way. I did the first boss of Alexander, which was the Heaven Sword normal raid here. So the 8-man raid, not the 24 Alliance raid. And actually, I can also technically get into the first gate of Eden. So we could do the first boss of the new raid series. Should be doable. And we should do it. Anyway. Hi guys. Oh, there's a sinner now. And is that the core I spy in his hot little hands? Did you just call me hot? I mean, you're no wrong. I mean, look at me. Holy shit, man. But still. Brilliant. All we've got to do is sell this for a small fortune. I'm sorry, what? And then we'll be one step closer to seeing our plan for world domination to fruition. Oi, Anog! Lally nay on the domination, ho! Oh right, that was a close one, brother. And for our next request... No, we're done. Lally, what in the hells are you two up to, ho? If you're even thinking of taking advantage of this good sinner, I'll tan both of your hides and toss you from the top of White Oil Falls. Now get you gone. Sir? Yes, sir. Sorry about that. They don't know any better, on account of them being all on their own. No parents. I see. They've lost more than most, you could say. More than anyone ever should. Anyway, I've been meaning to ask. Everyone says you're the soul of the generosity. A sinner who cannot help but render aid to his fellow sinner in the hour of need. Oh my god, not again. Not for fame or fortune or any other reward, but simply for the joy of it. Am I wrong? Yes. I'd swear you just repeated nearly word for word what those two... Ugh, you know what, never mind. Well, we shot a lantern at the dig site. Should be another in the cave just outside. Mind going and fetching it for me? Of course you don't. Once you got it, bring it back. Oh, for God's sake, I'm gonna murder all the dwarves. Damn it. There you are. I presume the lantern you're holding for yours truly. Yeah. Much obliged. Here's a little something for your trouble. Never let it be said a dwarf of character doesn't pay his debts. Okay, that's good at least. At least I get a reward. Anyway, if we've nothing else to discuss, just let us pass already. We want to see the ruins. Please, 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 please. Oh my god, no, 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 no. It's dangerous and off limits, and even if I were the sort of man who could be bribed, which I'm not, I'd be shocked if you two had anything valuable enough for me to risk my neck looking the other way. Why are you and everyone else so bloody obsessed with trying to get a look at the cavern filled with the mysterious machina anyway? It's just a bloody scrap heap, isn't it? No, no, it's so much more. Based on our research, we have reason to believe that those ruins contain... Hush, sister. How many times must you nearly give the game away? It's supposed to be our secret. Oh yes, right. It's just so hard sometimes to contain my enthusiasm, you know? Nothing. These ruins contain nothing of value whatsoever. We shall leave you to your affairs and horrible god, sir, and bid thee farewell. Honestly, I'm beginning to hope that there really is nothing of value in there, for all the trouble it's causing. But as I was about to say, if we've got nothing else to discuss, then you'd best be on your way. It's dangerous to wander about the active dig, and I don't want anyone getting hurt. Right. Okay. We have gained another tank. We have lost another DPS. We gained another healer. In about a day or two, we should be able to get in. Poked around Korma, did you? Learn anything about that big find? Well, I mean, they say it's big and dangerous, but they won't let me in. A machine graveyard, eh? Interesting. This could be the beginning of a great and grand adventure, or an utterly nonsensical one, though that does have its appeal on occasions, I'll allow. Hell, sinner, have you heard about the string of thefts in Korma? What has it that they haven't the foggiest who's behind them? Not a clue. They've gotten desperate to find the culprit, I'm told, pointing fingers at any who so much as sneeze in a suspicious fashion. Why, the next thing you know, they'll be blaming their old rivals in Tormur. Wicked White? They would do that, wouldn't they? Damn those thin-bearded blighters. Listen, sinner. You go and tell them that if they try to pin this on us, there will be consequences. I have no idea what you're talking about, sir, and I will gladly go and tell them whatever you just said to me. My god, so oh my god, my ring is level 370? That is so bad. That is so bad, we need a new ring. We need to get into the new dungeon soon. Shouldn't I also read on the strategy for the next raid that I'm queued up and we have almost everybody for? I probably should, shouldn't I? Ivalice. I have it open, I just didn't read. Okay, first boss. He tethers to two types of mechs. The consort along the edges. They will do a big column to the whole healed, so try to position yourself in an open area. Okay, that... oh my god. Sounds about right. Floaty ones in the field, they will hit a quarter square of the arena. Easy. Weak point. The open side is your defensive side. Position that towards him. It seems a bit finicky. I'd have it right. Sometimes you still get dead. Maybe there's a point at which locks in. More death runs needed. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound great. Second boss. Run into the circles to collect a duty action. The shield duty action is a mini passage of arms to face the boss and use it to block a charge attack. The sword duty is used against a ghost. Can you fall off? No, it doesn't look like it. When people get frozen with AoE pointed at them, kill the targets behind to break them out. Okay. The third boss has a pretty much an entire paper dedicated to the strategy. Markers. Partly mostly stack in the small connection between the big circle platforms. Early voice land then drops everyone to 1 HP and Doom. Heal up. Watch where his swords go. If they're hovering over 3 big circles, he's going to smack the whole circle. If he plunges 2 swords, he's going to do a melee spin. If he holds the sword angle, he'll do an outside spin. If he points at a big circle one at a time, he'll stab the circles in sequence. A marker plus a giant circle on your head, move to the big circle. Oh my fucking god. Move to the big circle and drop it. Later there will be 2 party, then there's a marker plus a small circle. You're gonna get chased fast. All I hear was circle, circle, circle. I know, right? That's what I'm hearing as well. Oh man, I have to fight. I can't. Am I hitting something? Anything? I think I am. Ah, good. There's also small circles appearing up close to him. Stuck in the circles. Tether. You best move away. Fucking hell. I don't understand half of that boss, so that'll be fun. Then the final boss, drop crystals, the loot columns, find the safe spot, summon things, kill them. Summons previous bosses to do mechanics, okay. There's an ultimate ability that's a healer check. Lucavi Vomit phase. Summons all the things at once. The important one to watch is Hashman with the Half Arena Burning Cleave. Meteor circles, tether adds, crystal against, maze to run through. Okay. Well, that seems much easier than the circle, 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 circle. Whoa. Is that like a freaking gumboy? Ow, that hurts. Whoa! He's a robot, alright. What's this? Oh, Jesus. What the fuck is that? Oh, I see. Yeah, there you go. I see you. Okay. Okay, Jesus. Ow. There's a guy yelling in the middle of the street outside. It's very distracting. I'm already having a hard time here with this. You shall promise. Analysis. Promise won't save you from what comes next. It's analyzing. Uh-oh. What's happening? What the fuck? Is that a sniper rifle? Don't do me. God. Let this be your final testament. I got killed. The fuck does that mean? What was I supposed to do? I don't understand what was I supposed to do. Is it because I moved? I don't know. Good question. I mean, it looks like other people are as confused as I am, so maybe not. I don't know. Ballistic missile.
What's this?
Left handgun. Oh shit! Thank God for my my movement skill. That's why I need to play dancer when I'm raiding. That's getting me out of trouble so much and so quickly. I think it's a very good, tool for people that are learning fights, because you can, if you're fast enough, you can get away from things. Oh my god, that was nearly the entire arena.
I see
you. Please. Okay, now what? I'm not gonna touch anything.
Let this be your final testament.
The fuck? I honestly don't get it. Oh, I have to point the little open side of the circles around me towards him. I understand now. A little too late.
You have proven yourself deserving of the title. Zodiac Brave. With this, my journey can, at long last, come to an end.
So, when you get targeted, there's like a circle around you, right? But there's one side of the circle that's open, like a tiny section, like a quarter of it. You have to point that towards him. And that's how you survive, I guess. But that was, I mean, how was I even supposed to figure that one out myself? The guide was not very clear on that matter, but, you know, it's okay. I'm fine now. What is happening? Right inside? I don't even have time to read my freaking guide. What do I have to do with this guy? Collect the duty actions. Okay.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment swift and final. Its bite as cold as steel.
Judgment Blade. Do I have to use it? Do we have to stay inside? What the fuck do we do? Ow. Oh, I guess we have to use the shield. Oh, I see. Alright. I don't know. This raid is difficult for my brain. Well, a lot of people died, and that was not me.
The hearts of men are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed.
Help. Okay, what the fuck? I think we're dead. Yeah, I think we needed way more people in there. They're raising everybody. I guess that's somehow how it works.
Skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts blinds mine enemies and tears their flesh asunder.
So do I use this? Now. That worked. Okay, so you have to use the shield at that exact time. At least I got that one.
Men are fleeting, yet they must be embraced if they are to flourish. Have you the faith to do as much?
Oh shit. The hell do we do? Oh, Jesus! I think I need to destroy the shields with the sword. Yeah, that was about right.
O divine light, send us from our sins! Gaze deep into the light!
I mean, it's a really cool boss. Damn, it's difficult.
Well aloft have spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come!
Thunder Slash? Oh, I think people died earlier because the tank actually faced the boss towards the team. And the boss slashed half of the people. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
On guard!
Okay, I am not one of the people sent in the circle, so feel good about it. However, it looks like we still have to do something here.
7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold, which at the end of the broken path lies death, and death alone!
Okay. It helped. Unbelievable. I actually helped, I think. Dude, oh, for fuck's sake, ouch. Hashtag cure helped.
The cleansing light
Yes.
shall be your guide.
Yes, it did. Kill it.
Will Forge
Oh,
champion.
thank goodness.
I leave you now to your quest. My Ovelia awaits.
My Ovelia. That sounded like a boss from the fantasy of the tactical variety, if you know what I mean. Okay, if that seemed difficult to you, now we have the circle boss. So, oh wow, this place is awesome. But now we have the circle boss, so that's gonna be fun. Ow. This is not the boss, by the way. I don't think so. That's just a mini boss. I mean, you can probably tell by the lack of circles everywhere, so. This thing is killing people, though. Very unicircular. Yeah, I did only the one circle move, so. And he's also dead, so that was a joke. Once when I was very young, I heard the elders speak of a dark city where the Scotland is not like the first two. Uh-oh.
Your coming was foretold.
The Thunder
servant
God?
of Ivalice. Or perhaps you serve another.
The Thunder God.
I am Count Sidolphus Orlando.
Orlando? I remember
Ends
Orlando.
here.
Oh my god. What the fuck even is that? I don't know what to do. But are those the tanks?
The hearts
have
of
to
men
leave?
are black with corruption and must needs be cleansed. call out to the skies and tremble as the brilliance of 1,000 bolts
people didn't
blinds
heal
mine
meantime.
enemies and tears their flesh asunder. 7 shadows cast, 7 fates foretold. Yet at the end of the broken path lies death.
That was not
and
on me.
death alone.
By the way, that was not on me, the death.
Open your
That's a healer
eyes to
mechanic
the
that they failed.
darkness and drown in its loveless embrace. The gods will not be watching. Misfortune hangs heavy on a head once held high. Such is poor cover for when the heavens fall. Come, show me more.
Okay.
To the current of life we succumb. Its judgment
TG
swift
Holy
and
Sword.
final. Its bite as cold as steel.
I had to be closer for TG Holy Sword. Okay, now I know.
To live by the sword is to die
What
by the sword.
what the fuck does that
There
mean?
is time enough for regret in the flames of hell. Honed is the blade that severs the villain's head. Endless is the path
He
that
keeps
leads you
talking,
from
holy
hell.
crap. We lost another one. We're losing a lot of people. Oh! What? The fuck? Trying to bore you to death? Trying to distract me to death. And he's actually succeeding. And he killed like half of the people here, including me. Well, hot diggity. I mean, in my guide, it doesn't say anywhere that they split.
I have been called the God of Thunder. You will now know why. Upon my holy blade, the very world
Can someone please
lies
heal
in
me?
balance. And now the scales will tip.
Nearly dead again. Unbelievable.
Come, show
TJ,
me more.
TJ, we need to be close. Right? No, that was not it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Piteous display.
TJ Holy Sword. What away. Wait, that's I don't fucking know. All I know is that
Were
nobody's
you
healing me.
expecting a modicum of rust? You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
And I don't know why.
Escape is not
The
so
fuck?
easily granted.
Okay, thank you for pulling me
They
here.
who
Thank you
were
very much.
lost
That was a
have
great move.
spoken. Let their words echo in your empty soul. Ruination is come.
Yeah, thanks for the res. The Holy Sword has 3 variants for some where the yeah, but like it's difficult to figure out in the middle of all that mess.
Even the strongest of shields cannot defend the weakest of wills. A moment's hesitation beckons a lifetime of pain.
I don't know what it's doing. I gotta try to stay with my team, but I don't know. Is that okay?
You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
What do we do? Duskblade. I hope it's...
Hark! The screams of ruin rise above the storm's discord. Shudder not in her endless cold.
Seriously, this guy used the ultimate on our crystal? That's kind of a dick move. You know, I'm actually glad I'm seeing people die left and right though. I'm not the only one doing terrible.
Come, show me more.
I guess we move here. He pointed at the different circles. Yeah, alright.
Escape is not so easily granted.
Wait, what the fuck? Oh, you plant a sword to the ground, then you'd have to stay close. Okay, I get it.
Were you expecting a modicum of rust? You will find my defenses quite impenetrable.
Okay, that was fucked. Wait, how did I get here? Oh my god. Our tank is dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead. That guy's dead.
Impetuous fools. The clouds have parted.
This boss is fucked. This entire series of bosses is really nasty.
Is it sanctum you seek, my wayward children? Or perhaps you are come in search of power? That which lies at your feet, that blessed bauble can grant you both. You need but will it so.
That's Ultima, isn't it?
Now, take up your salvation and be gone. Mortal agency in matters divine shall not be suffered.
I think that may be Ultima. I'm glad my team waited for me.
Your very soul not escape my wrath.
Oh, what the fuck?
Denizens of the Abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
The hell is that?
Kneel before me.
What is happening? Oh, please.
Denizens of the Abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Oh, I see. He's summoning all the previous bosses, the 12. I get it. I get it. I don't know what the fuck that means. Okay. I see what it means.
Denizens of the Abyss, from
Leo.
ink of blackest night,
Is it a fire one? Yeah, he is. Okay, he's the scary one, they said. Oh, he didn't do the normal move.
Death awaits defiance.
Okay. Fuck is going on? Oh my god, that was so freaking quick. Are you kidding me? There was no notification for that. No telegraph, nothing. It just pulsed once and then exploded. And in fact, it killed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. It killed more than half the entire alliance. What the fuck was that?
Bear your steel.
Mustadio is the guy from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Simmer as the light of life before rising to the heavens in a cleansing conflagration of divine benevolence. Your sins, your souls are undone. You will not intervene.
I'm taking a lot of damage. Oh, we need to fight. Oh shit, I forgot. I mean, it's not that I forgot, like, I didn't know. Oh my god, look at that beast.
I am the only god.
Was that Ramza? Children of Hydaelyn, make it swift. You are her only hope.
Few can claim to have endured the might of my will. Denizens of the Abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you. Kneel before me.
That was fucked. She moves the stupid beans.
Your very soul shall not escape my wrath.
I don't know.
Kneel before me.
But we stand. I'm gonna stand with the rest of the people. I wanna follow these people. I wanna. No, that's not good. Yeah, I figured.
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
What is going on? What the frick is happening?
Denizens of the abyss, from ink of blackest night, I summon you.
Traps on the ground. I mean, the boss is really epic, but holy crap, for a new person, this is really, really difficult. Like, there's so much happening at all times.
Bend to my will.
Not even so much happening, more like there's a lot of different mechanics. Ow. Was I supposed to do something?
Kneel before me.
I got exploded, I don't know why. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't understand half of these things happening, even though I have read the guide. Should we? Okay.
I see it now, in you.
We won, I think? Okay.
I am your mother.
No, you're not.
I am your maker.
No, you're not.
I am Ivalice.
Ivalice, not Ivalice.
Consign me unto darkness, and your light will be forever lost.
I have no idea what just happened in the last like half an hour of my life. I know I died a lot. I know I saw a lot of explosions, a lot of pretty lights. That's about it. Okay, the healer gets my sympathies because of the, you know. Because of the amount of resurrection they had to do. I rolled a 7 on that? Great. 85 on the other one. Okay. That's better. Can I win anything? At least the card, maybe? Someone is not rolling. Alright, smartass, whoever you are, I have all night, okay? I can sit here and wait for you to not roll and lose your rolls. And this guy looks like he has the same thought, you know? Nice shoes, by the way. Man, now this thing is going to be happening when I do Alliance Roulette. That's... I mean, I guess it's gonna give me the time to learn it. I mean, I think the first 2 bosses now I can safely do. Because now I know how to avoid the sniper shot, and I know what to do with the shields and the swords in the second fight. So I think those are down. But the last 2 bosses, the guy with the sword, I know some of those moves now. The last one, however, that I honestly don't know what happened when half of the team died. Absolutely no idea. And apparently, you know, no one had any idea, considering everybody got killed. Well, you know, half of them. Well, only 1 minute. This is really dumb. This is really, really dumb. I mean, I don't know who's the one holding everybody here, but that is really stupid. I want to see if somebody's saying something. Let me see. Stop wasting everyone's time, someone said. And that's about it. Maybe someone disconnected? I don't know. Okay, did they win anything? Not a single piece. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wasted 5 minutes of my life that we'll never get back. Alright. Alright. Oh, Ramza, my boy. I want to see if he's going to be racist with the half-naked bunny lady. He's awake, Kupo. But is it truly him? I mean, he just nodded. I don't know if it's him or not. Thank you. Thank you all for coming to my aid. It's not him. Kill him. That guy would never thank anyone. Yo. The original Ramza, I think. Ramza Beelv. And you have my thanks, noble warrior of light. You have achieved what I could not. And you, bearer of my blood and the blood of the house Durai, thank you for seeing my final wish fulfilled. Who are these people? I know that guy. And that is the machinist. What was it called? My sacrifice is finally being given meaning. Mustadio. That must be Mustadio. A chocobo? More people? The twins? Are these all the Zodiacs? I think this may be all the Knight of the Zodiac. The Zodiac Braves. Or whatever. Even the robot. Wasn't that a thing in Final Fantasy Tactics? Now, my friends, let us retire to Mother Hydalin's bosom, that we may finally rest. Yeah, I think these people are the Zodiac Braves. Farewell. You are the true heroes of the story. I don't feel like a hero. I think I died a lot too much to be considered a hero. Delita. How I miss you, old friend. Forgive me, Ramza. You deserved better than what history gave you. I could have done more. I'm truly sorry. These countless centuries did I long for the day that we might meet once again, and now the time has finally come. Hydaelyn beckons us both. Well, this had a, brighter ending than Final Fantasy Tactics, I guess. Okay. I'm so sorry, Ramza, Alma. I convinced myself my research was the most important thing in my life, all the while you two were standing before me. Can you find it in your hearts to forgive your father? No. It is alright. We're still here, are we not? She said no, though. That's like classic body language. And we triumphed. We proved your theory true. Ivalice, apparently, existed. Ramza existed. And Oran Durai was not a heretic, but a hero. Now all that remains is to tell the world. Maybe we shouldn't, though. No, my son, we didn't burden ourselves further. But father, we can allow our ancestors' name to remain. And we will not, yet simply not in the manner you think. Shall be adding a final act to the Zodiac Brave story, telling how Ramza the Forgotten Hero and his chronicle Oran Durai smote the Angel of Blood and saved Ivalice from an age of darkness, before quietly embarking on a final journey that would take them far beyond the horizon. And of course I shall not leave out those nameless heroes who fought alongside Ramza, without whom the young noble would have surely perished. Is that what you truly want, Father? For the story to end? It will only end on stage, my dear, and live on in the hearts of the crowd. King Delete and Oron envisioned the Virgo as a beacon which would lead future generations to the truth about the founding of their kingdom. They were right. And just as the pendants guided us, now we shall guide the masses through our play. And now you see, my son. Well, whatever. Look, I'm too traumatized to say anything at this point. I would offer you my thanks again, Asgard, but thanks are not nearly enough to express my gratitude for all you've given us. Perhaps after I complete the Zodiac Brave story, I shall pen a tale about the legendary Warrior of Light and his adventures across the 3 great continents. Yeah, that would be nice. Then you'll have your work cut out for you, my friend. Asgard has enough battles under his belt to fill at least 3 tomes, if not 4. Only 4? Would you stop doing that, Sid? His tale is far from over, isn't it? No, it's not. We don't laugh about that. I put my life in danger every time. It's like, honestly, I am deeply scarred at this point. Alright, this is our final dress rehearsal for the night. Make it count. Positions, everyone. I did not want to see this. Yes, Principal. Lights, music. There will be no more mistakes from you two. Am I clear? Mother crystal clear, Kupo. Oh my god, I thought this... Can't say that. They're going to perform the new final act. Begin. And action. Whatever will we do? The churches have branded us heretics. No home awaits us in Ivalice. We shall embark on a journey together. Together? Together. The crystal's call has been answered and evil vanquished from the land. We are now free to soar like the griffin. Free? But how? By casting off our noble names and forging a new path, one not bound by fate. And on a path we shall meet new friends, make a new family. She's your sister, Yusiko, and unto them we shall entrust the true tale of our deeds, that they may carry on our legacy for all eternity. Sword in hand, the warrior clutches stone to breast. In sword etched, his fading existence or something. In stone he tempered his skill. It's going quick. It's going fast now. A sword attested by stone revealed. The tale can now be told. Sorry, yeah, no, good. Very good, bravo, bravo. You both were wonderful, yes. Yes, very good. I hope that was not my payment for all I've done, by the way. I'm inclined to agree with the Lady Murilla's sentiments, but there is always room for improvement. Back to your positions, everyone. Again, from the top. Okay, I'm leaving now. Again? I've had enough of this. I was promised a starring role, Kupo. It is in my contract. Oh, hush, brother. Fujinomi sends us back to polishing boots buckles again. Ah, no, they're back to, you know, belt buckle polishing. That's for sure. You know how these things work. Well, that was quite something. I think the Sky Pirates one was better though. Meanwhile, in the Clockwork City of Gao. What's happening in the Clockwork City? These Guardian scientists? Who's this one now? Noah Van Gabrand. What? Well? Sir, further research will be required to reach a positive conclusion. A preliminary test showed that the technology utilized here bears striking similarities to our own. Excellent. Let the Eorzean play there with their baubles. True power lies within these very walls. It appears our ancestors were as cunning as they were ruthless. Why is there a half-naked dude there? Who the fuck is this crazy man? What? What was that? A weapon powerful enough to carve a gateway to the land's very core. His radiance will be eager to test this Tartarus. Wouldn't you all agree? Tartarus? Oh, well, the robot is functional, I guess. The hell is that all about? I don't know. It doesn't say anything anywhere, so. I think we're done. I have to speak to Murilla. Wait, no, don't leave like that. Jesus. Okay, we are pretty much done, and if I am correct, we should now be able to unlock Bojan. Oh, what did she say? Well, wasn't that an adventure? It is sad to think we must soon part ways. What with all what we've been through these past few moons, satisfied with the city's unwillingness to turn him over to the Guardians, Genomics has decided to purchase a permanent berth above Kugane for the Prima Vista. Supposedly he has already received petitions from hundreds of Geiko and Gainin to join the company. And then there is the matter of my assignment. You will be delighted to learn that I am almost finished. What? How do you expect to want to write an expose when of battling forces of evil from beyond the void? Well, don't you worry, though. A few more weeks and I'll have a draft. Alright, an outline. Until then, I'll stay here in Kugane a while longer. At the Raven's expense, of course. Farewell. Okay. Well, that was it. That was the Ivalice questline. Cool. I think I prefer the Sky Pirate one, but it wasn't bad, you know. I just liked the Sky Pirate characters a bit more, I think. Alright. Now, let's see. Okay, so I need to... unlock this. Oh, we need to finish 5.1 to unlock Bojan. Oh, well, I mean, I guess that's what we'll do then. Sure. Let me just read something really quick. I want to see how difficult the first boss in Eden should be. Okay, the one thing I read is 90% of the room is death, and I don't think we're doing it tonight. I don't think I can take it. So we'll go and do 5.1. Which is in Mordona. Alright. Nope. Nope. 90% of the room is death. Yeah, right. I'll see you next time, okay? I think I died enough for one day. Okay then. Let me do this. And where do I go? Thinking maybe in the Rising Suns. Right. So we begin with patch 5.1 of Shadowbringer called Vows of Virtue, Deeds of Cruelty. Here we go. Asgard, gods, it's good to see you. I hope your being here means you've had your fill of rest. More than my fill. Well, you've certainly earned it. Not much has happened since your last visit. I had planned for you to meet the helper I told you about, but he refuses to answer his link pearl. I do hope he's alright. We've been exchanging messages with the Orson Alliance throughout, though. They say the fighting has finally stopped at the Gimlet Dark, and that the Empire's shown no sign of movement. Which means we might actually have a moment to ourselves for a change. Seeing as you're back, maybe you could tell me more about your time in the First? Yeah, sure, I'll tell you everything. Great. Oh, and if you don't mind, I'd like to ask Flamin to join us. She'll want to know what happened to Minfilia, and I think it's best she hears it from you. I'll meet you on the terrace at the House of Splendors. Right. By the way, I mean, I'm back, but are we getting the other people back at some point? Because all the other Scions are still stuck in the First, aren't they? There's no way to bring them back for now. Oh my god. Wait, how do we... Huh. Aha. Wait. Oh, there we go. Wait, how did I not? I was right there. Weird. Flamin? Or Flamin? Asgard, my! It has been too long. Tataru did mention that I would be joining you, did she not? Yeah, she did. Thank you. Words cannot well express how I have longed to know more of the first. This world Minfilia has sacrificed so much to save. But come, rest your feet. The Taro should be arriving shortly. Okay. I guess I'm telling you about the second death of your daughter, huh? Oh, I expect the voice acting. And so Minfilia chose to pass on her gift to the next oracle. Let's go to who Thancred names Rin? To have such a burden thrust upon her as a child, only to embrace it when given the choice. In that respect, they're quite alike. It would seem her legacy is indeed in capable hands. Ask her it. But to ask a favor of you when next you return to the first? To tell Rin what I cannot. Tell her, thank you. Yeah, okay. And I would offer thanks to you as well for staying with her to the end. Beg your pardon, but could I have a word? Who are you? Riol, my man! It's been ages! I love Riol. Riol? I hope you're here to tell me you've received word from our helper. I wish, nay. I've not had a peep out of him, and it's been a good long while now. Too bloody long. On account of which I'm going to sneak over the border and see if I can get a signal from him. Sorry, to him from closer up. What if they catch you? There must be another way. I can go with him. Well, it ain't as if we can ask Thancred to do it. Besides, I shouldn't have no trouble picking me way through Gimlet now the fighting died down. Gods know there's enough shadows to hide in. Any beats waiting around here twiddling me thumbs. Any road. I just thought I'd let you know. Now, it's best be... What? I nearly forgot. Kryle's at the stone, and she wants a word. Kryle. Something to do with the patients, and she was getting ready to examine him again when I left. It's been ages with Kryle as well. Well, we best head back then. I'm sure it's important. You know, I really need an expansion where I can spend time with Kryle as much as I spend time with everybody else, you know? She's such a lovely character, and yet I never spend time with her. And I think I'm owed it, you know? After I spent so much time with freaking Urianger, I think I am owed some time with Kryle. You see, she's still examining them. Oh, I do hope it's nothing bad.
You're here. Good.
Hug? No? Okay.
So, how are they?
Still locked in slumber, but otherwise in good physical health. For the present, at least.
For the present? Oh no, is something wrong with them?
I'm afraid there may be. I summoned you after detecting faint signs of instability in Thancred's corporeal ether. But subsequent examination suggested all 5 might be affected. And when I examined them just now, my fears were confirmed. Tellingly, the degree of instability varies between them. Thancred exhibits the most notable signs, followed by Y'shtola and Urianger. The twins' ether, meanwhile, remains relatively stable, but there is a change there too if one knows to look for it.
Hold on. Isn't that the order they were called away in?
Indeed. Which leads me to believe the instability will only increase with time. Though I can but speculate, I fear this may be a symptom of a weakening link between body and soul.
Well, that doesn't sound very good.
By the gods! What happens if the link is broken?
What do you think,
I
Tataru?
cannot say for certain. This is all unknown territory to us.
Nothing good.
Yet whatever happens, it cannot be good. Mercifully, the instability is still only slight. And you may rest assured Master Matoya and I will do everything in our power to keep it from worsening.
Good. I trust Matoya and I trust you.
Be that as it may, it is imperative that you find a way to restore our friends' souls to their bodies.
Well, leave it to me. I guess I can go back and talk to the Exarch. Right? Get to figure something out.
Thank you.
But where's he even supposed to start? We had the greatest minds in the realm hunting high and low for an answer, and they ran out of places to look.
You stated in your report that the Exarch had originally intended to reverse the summoning process by means of his own death, correct?
Yes.
Raha always was a reckless young fool, ready to die for the first righteous cause that came along.
Wait, do you know
His
him?
plan might well have worked, but I for one am glad he never had the opportunity to see it through. Even if it does mean our friends must remain stranded a while longer. There is another way, I am sure of it. And the key lies with him, with the Exarch.
See, I knew it.
Pray return to the First and apprise him and the others of the situation. We, meanwhile, will do what we can from here. And, if the fates are kind, we will have good news to share upon your return.
Okay. Be right back, I guess. Must be nice to be the only one that can freely travel between worlds, you know? A hero in both of them, Warrior of Light in one, Warrior of Darkness in the other. I wonder, we should think about retiring, honestly. I think I've done enough for the world, you know? I want to get to a nice place and buy a house, buy some property, you know, start investing. Though I guess my money doesn't even buy me a single house, so I don't know. Exarch? Ascarid, you returned. I hope your time in the source was suitably restful. Yeah. But of course it wasn't. Go on. So selling merchandise? Yeah, exactly. Warrior of Light original t-shirt. And plushies and, you know, wind-up dolls. And, they can make a triad card. You know, a rare one. Out of me. Like a rare, special 6 stars rank. Like a super card that no one else has. Make like 2 or 3 and sell them for millions. We can have a Sword of Light toy, you know, like a balloon sword. The corporeal ether shows sign of instability. By the gods, the possibility never even occurred to me. If you return in the hope that my research has yielded a solution, I fear you will be sorely disappointed. It is but a mercy we have the likes of Mr. Kryl and Master Matoya to keep our friend's body safe while we wrestle with the problem. But I cannot forestall the separation of body and soul indefinitely. Come, the others must be told. Where's Thancred? I specifically did not ask for him, by the way.
Pray excuse my late arrival.
Will Thancred and Reen not be joining us?
Nay, milady. With apologies to all, they beg leave to pursue their investigation of the empty to its conclusion.
Right.
Should matters here demand their presence, however, they did assure me that they would make themselves available.
I mean, Thancred is probably the first one to die, but no biggie.
Yes, of course. Then let us proceed.
Wait, is the voice different?
I think it best that you begin by providing a summary of
No,
Mr.
it's the same.
Kryle's findings.
It was just a lot more serious in the beginning. It sounded a little bit weird, but no, it's the same voice.
I suppose it was only to be expected that some change would occur.
Yet our souls seem unaffected, to my eye at least. How long they will remain so is another question. Kryle is right. It is imperative we find a way to return to the source.
Perhaps an explanation of the method by which I brought you here will yield some inspiration. Ere I begin, it must be noted that I am by no means a gifted mage. In order to employ powerful magics, I must rely upon the Crystal Tower and its boundless reservoirs of energy. The magic that summoned you was no exception. It is a singular spell, adapted through painstaking effort from the technique that transported me to the first.
Right.
To use an analogy, it works by cutting a hole in the fabric of reality.
Okay.
A hole tailored to the object of summoning, through which it and it alone may pass unscathed. Though I succeeded in creating said hole, I failed to latch onto my intended target. Instead of you, the spell found those close to you, and ended up summoning them in their incomplete state.
Mm-hmm. Okay. We get it.
I would not soon throw my life away, not after the lengths you and yours went to save it. And so long as I breathe, I will spare no effort to see you safely home. But should all else fail, and your lives be at stake, there remains one sure method.
Oh, we couldn't ask you. I mean, we couldn't kill him. Come on. No, we must not get there.
Oh,
Good, you,
what was that for?
you deserve that.
How can you even entertain such thoughts? You owe your life to the Warrior of Light, and you don't get to die unless he says so.
Tell him, Alice.
Your followers await your divine judgment.
What did you just...
Just oh, you're still a savage as always.
If the two of you have finished, perhaps we could return to our discussion? Rather than dwelling upon the multiple failed attempts at transference, I think it would behoove us to focus on the solitary success.
Right, the time that I actually got summoned.
I would draw your attention to the fact that our friend can travel between worlds possessed not only of his body and soul, but his personal effects besides.
That is actually true, yeah.
This is no different from the teleportation magics to which we are all accustomed. Magics that allow for the transportation of those inanimate objects one considers to be an extension of oneself.
Are you suggesting that simply by considering us his possessions, he could carry our souls back to the source upon his person?
Maybe one at a time? That could work.
Well, it would be nice if things were that simple for a change.
I need to possess you, though.
But vague notions of ownership seem a rather tenuous thing to stake our
How do I
lives
do
on.
that?
So much as a moment of doubt on his part, and we'd be left floating in the rift.
Milady hath the right of it. The requisite fixity of belief would be too much to ask even of our friend.
Of course, Uriansha, you will never be back if that's what I had to do. Oh.
Yet, were we to immure our souls within an object in his possession, mayhap then our safe passage could be assured.
God damn it, they
White
found a
or
way
sad
around
wood,
it.
I
Oh,
believe,
fuck.
serve as a suitable vessel for this purpose. It was conceived to imprison the massy soul of an Ascian, and should house one of ours with relative ease. We would need only to ensure our soul's safe preservation inside the stone, and identify a means by which they might be transferred back onto our vacant bodies.
Okay.
Soul preservation and transference. I believe I know of someone who may be able to assist us.
Oh yeah?
On the far shore of the source, there stands a great palace built by the elves. It was forsaken in the wake of the flood, but a certain Numo chose to make their home there soon after.
A new Mo? Well, the dog people.
Though they have long lived as a recluse, they once occupied a place of honor in Verbert's royal court.
Like
and
puppet
it is
people.
said that none in all of Norvrant is more knowledgeable than they on matters of the soul.
Right.
Well, I've no objection to seeking a helping hand, but if they've gone to such lengths to hide themselves away from the world, what makes you think they'd be willing to lend us one?
It's the Matoya of this world.
A worthy question. Years ago, I myself tried and failed to solicit their cooperation in the battle against the Sin Eaters. No sooner had I begun to make my plea than they unleashed a swarm of their familiars upon me. Unlike me, however, you have curried favor with the Fae folk. By that merit alone, I am hopeful that they would grant you an audience.
And if not, I will kill all his puppets or whatever.
They may still be inclined to turn you away, of course, but if their knowledge might feasibly facilitate your return home, we have to try.
Okay. Sounds like a solid lead. What do we have? Open cordon bleu. Ooh, cordon bleu. That's really nice. An indulgent meal of tender ovi meat wrapped around gooey cheese. Battered and pan-fried in oil to give it a crispy golden brown shell. Oh, that's good. Oh, that sounds real good right now. A lemonade. Well, you know, to wash down the cordon bleu, I guess. Jellied harcoat. What the hell is that? A chilled dessert of sweet harcoat boiled with sugar and mixed with gelatin to give it a pleasant texture. What's a harcoat? A grand adventure. Alright. The Grand Cosmos, that is, the place, the palace we seek, stands on the opposite shore of the source. I will arrange for a boat to carry us there. Whilst thou journeyest thither, I want to strangle you so bad right now. I think it best that I devote mine energies to the creation of white aurosite. By thy leave, of course. The process requireth no small amount of time, and should the Numo consent to lend us the aid, we will have need of a suitable vessel ere long. Whilst thou journeyest thither. Like 4 words. Agreed. Then I would ask the rest of you to meet me in Sullen, and to be prepared for a warm reception. Okay. Don't look at him. Don't give him attention. Don't get away from me. Damn it. So yeah, this I think this is the Grand Cosmos people have been talking about. They told me that's a good way to level up and to get the gear, jewelry I need. Not level up because, you know, I am max level, but by level I meant like my item level, which is currently sitting at 432. We have about 100 item levels to go to be truly a god among men. Actually, it's probably for 520, the one we're aiming for. What a lovely night. Look at this, though. I kind of miss the beautiful light sky. Also, what the hell is that planet? Is that another moon? I never noticed that we had a moon. I guess that would make sense, but I wonder if it has some significance considering, you know, the next expansion. As I told you before, I had scarcely set foot on the palace grounds when I was set upon by a host of familiars, and I expect your reception today to be no different, which is why I propose we march through the main gate, weapons drawn. I'm sorry, but are we not here to petition for assistance? You can't honestly think barging in looking for a fight is going to persuade them. Actually, I believe the Exor may have the right of it. They have no doubt poured a great deal of time and energy into the creations. Were I them, I should be most interested to meet with those who could overcome my defenses. As would say any true seeker of knowledge, and there is little we can say or do to convince them to help us, if we know nothing of their character, nor less why they chose to hide themselves from the world. But if we can seize their interest, mayhap we can earn ourselves an audience. Alright, the music is, that's good. Let's do this. Whoever's drawn it is then. Yeah. I must say, Exor, you certainly seem to be enjoying all of this. I mean, it's not a bad thing, do I? Well, I mean, I do not deny that I enjoy the thought of fighting alongside you all, rather than pacing about inside the Crystal Tower. You both seems to be in rather high spirits, if you ask me. Not that I'm surprised. Your moods invariably improve when Asgard is around. What exactly are you implying? Oh, come on, Alice. We all know you have a major crush on me. He averted a calamity, and the light which seemed destined to consume him has been extinguished. It is only natural that we would be pleased to see him. Yes, well, you will have plenty of time to celebrate his good health after we're finished here. Of course, then let us proceed to the palace. The Grand Cosmos is accessible. Nice. Now, do we have the option to do it in NPCs? Yes, we do, but can I queue up? Because we get actually more loot if I queue up this way. And I get the tombstones. I mean, I don't really need the revelations because I think I'm capped. Yeah. But I could use a little bit more allegory ones. So let me see. I'm gonna queue up and see how it works. 10 minutes? I could wait 10 minutes. While I read exactly what else I need to do to unlock Bojan. Let's see. Boja requirements. It says here. Well, this is just the name of the quest. Prerequisite. Player must first complete the main scenario quest, Vows of Virtue, Deeds of Cruelty. Okay, which is the final quest of the 5.1. As well as the quest Boja Incident and Fire in the Forge. Okay, what's a Boja Incident? In Ralga's Reach. What the hell is that? Back to the past? Hail to the Queen. Okay, so I need to finish the quest Shadowbringers, which I think is the final quest of Um, of the expansion of 5.0. Okay. Then I need the City of Lost Angels. What is that? Oh, the City of Lost Angel is the Orbon Monastery. Okay. So that was Ivalice, and we are done with that. Cool. So we should be able to pick up a quest called Hail to the Queen in Kugane. I can get there, see if we can find it. And then we need something called Fires in the Forge. But that's the quest after the Boja incident. Which is the one after... Part of the Past, which is the one after Hail to the Queen. Okay. So we just need to find out a quest around here somewhere. Is it that one? Hail to the Queen. There it is. Okay, good. We have it. Okay. My lord, what auspicious timing. I intended to send a missive to the Rising Stone, but it seems that it's no longer necessary. Master Hancock wishes to speak with you regarding a matter of grave import. I cannot imagine what other duties yet demand our attention. Still, he would request you to meet him at the Ruby Bazaar. Okay. It's right there, isn't it? Yeah. Man, so many requirements though. Hancock? What's up? Hi. And so he returns at last. From what Tataru has told me, you've come rather a long way, to put it mildly. And while the Science remained locked in slumber, she sought aid from all corners of the realm. In fact, it was I to whom she first turned when searching for a champion to assist her in your absence. Though, as you must have no doubt surmised, I did not call you here to discuss such matters. I received word from Lord Hien that the Bojan Resistance are comrades in the Eastern Alliance, 68 of distinguished heroes, to fight against the Empire, and your name immediately sprang to mind. Okay, the Bojan Resistance. From a small nation found in the southern reaches of Ilsabard, to the west of Dalmasca, they were no doubt among the first to fall to the Empire. Yet it would seem their hearts have yet to give way to despair, and with the Empire now in disarray, they would seize the opportunity to fight back. If you would know the details in full, I think it's best you speak with Lord Hien. Okay. He's in the House of the Fierce, waiting for you. Cool. Let's do that. Hello, Doman Attendant. It's been forever since I've been around here. When word reached us from the Bojan Resistance, Lord Hien knew at once there was but one man to whom he could turn, of course. He left for the coattails. The Yodoma Castle has to calm his mind, even. Right, I know where he is. He's sitting in the same place when we went there the night before the Doma Castle assault, or the day before. Man, that castle is gone, isn't it? I mean, we flooded it, but then your two exploded it. So now it's exploded and flooded. Where's he in? This way, atop the broken bridge. Almost glad for your arrival. Yeah, okay. There he is. Oh, and Yugiri. You guys need a change of outfit as well. You need a new expansion upgrade. Especially Yugiri. But he too. Do you remember when first we shared a view of this castle together? Yeah, I did. I was just talking about it. Still under the Guardian's control, perhaps. Yet for all their wickedness, its beauty would not be so easily sullied. Who's that guy? It's good to see you, my friend. You must forgive me for foregoing pleasantries, but our guest here is in dire need of your help. Marsak, of the Bosian Resistance. A pleasure to make your acquaintance. Oh wait, they're Russians. I do not want to do accents though. As you have no doubt already heard from Lord Ian, my people seek to reclaim our homeland from the Empire. Under his auspices, and that of the Eorzean Alliance, we aim to do just that. However, we recently received word that the 4th Imperial Legion has been making plans of their own. It has long held the provinces of Nungja, Dalmasca and Boja in an iron grip, using its Dalmascan headquarters to house the bulk of its forces. Until recently, that is. They appear to be bye. Alright, I will be back. It's fine. Alright, strategy for this dungeon. Circles on the floor to avoid, brooms moving across the floor to avoid, brooms touching circles, mega avoid. Stack markers. Okay, that sounds easy. Enough. Whoa! What the frick is that? Those are tentacles. It's got tentacles hand and tentacles feet. Damn. That's some good AoEs. See, that's why we didn't do the dungeon with the rest of the people. Like, now that people actually have gear, this is gonna be very fast. I think. Alright. Okay, first boss, we said everything, just avoid stuff. The Seeker of Solitude, okay. Oh, the brooms! Oh, shit! Okay. Nice. There you go, we're working really well together. That was some perfect execution. Brooms are coming. Here they come. Ow! That fucking broom pushed me. Oh my god. 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 I got broomed. Please. Oh my god, that was nearly my death. Oh, the healer died. Holy shit. Alright, nothing for me. As always, pretty terrible luck. What level is that? 445, that's pretty good. I should... hang on. Oh. Should definitely look at the chat. Just in case. Wow, this place is awesome! Holy crap, look at this! It's a beautiful garden, and flowers and trees and everything. I'm poisoned. Second boss, I don't have the strategy. Raid wide, some tiles with grass, some seeds. Move the seeds off the grass. Sometimes seeds will get pushed. Make sure you won't land in grass. Okay. The hell? Oh, okay. They got it. Thank God. Oh shit. Damn. I hope that's fine. Okay. This went well. Ish. Come on, something for me, please. White mage. Samurai. Nothing. Always terrible, terrible luck. I swear to God. Okay, so what's the final boss? Try not to hit objects with anything targeted at players. Objects. Mark some players. Drop cross-shaped fire lines. With exploding columns to get space. Okay. Touch the objects to pass it to them when I have Mortal Flame. Okay. A bracelet of aiming. Oh, finally. Are these ghosts? Hmm. Okay. Oh my God! Jesus, that scared the living hell out of me. I wasn't ready for a horse painting. Horse from a painting. What I really need though is a ring. Not a bracelet, but you know. Bracelet will do for now, I guess. Come on, ring. Earrings of Slaying. Okay. Wow, what is this? The Chamber of Courtly Love. Ooh. Hmm. This guy again. You have sullied these halls long enough. Come, Lugus. Our guest yet want for company. Who's Lugus? Oh my. Lugus the Insatiable Flame. Okay then. What the why would you run toward... What the hell is going on there? I don't understand what the hell we're doing. Okay, I needed to pass that on an object. I see now. Fires the main. What does that do? On the 3 is the 1. I guess I'll stand right there. That's a problem. What the fuck? Where's the rest? Wait, is there anything else to burn? What the fuck? I couldn't see if there was something else to burn. Ow! I was casting my freaking limit break. People are nice. See, I told them like I wasn't sure there was like some furniture, and it was my first time, and they said, "Oh, you did good. It was really good for the first time. Incredible how good you did for the first time. Oh my god, people are so fucking nice in this game. It's unbelievable, honestly." Okay, so I've got a bracelet, which is nice because my old one is level 400. And now I can toss this one out, I guess. Put that one in. And equip it. And that's good. I also got a Warg Jacket of Striking. Is that... Oh my god, that's amazing! For my Samurai. That's really cool. I got a tail upgrade. Yeah. All right. Well, that was cool. Oh my god, I got 3 commendations. Those people were really nice. Too nice. Even. All right. Tentacle.
That was my fiercest familiar. Oh, impressive.
What are we dealing with here? What is this? Ah, it was but a glamour, I guess. No, that... What is that? Earlobes. Oh my god. Okay.
Backlog, 'tis good to see you again after all these years.
Backlog?
And judging by your vigorous greeting, I dare say the feeling is mutual. To be sure, a simple shake of the hand would have sufficed by way of welcome, but I shan't complain. But you must be wondering as to the purpose of our visit. We come to beg your assistance in a most urgent matter.
Shake? Beg?
Uh-oh.
Our comrades' very souls are in danger. If we are to save them, we will need the benefit of your unsurpassed knowledge on the matter. Please, will you not sit and hear our plea?
Oh my god, he said the magic word. He said sit. I see, he's using dog words. I see.
Oh, how dare you! How dare you speak thus in my presence! It was to escape such words of temptation that I hid myself from the world of men. You are sinners, one and all. And I swore never again to have any part in your affairs.
Oh, Beck.
I can only imagine what terrible events forced you into a life of seclusion.
Come on, it's fine now.
But I know that the Numo are a good and noble folk. It is not in your nature to turn a blind eye to the plight of those around you. And in treating with us, I am certain whatever mistrust you feel for man will begin to heal.
Oh, Alfie, no. Come on.
No! if you will not be satisfied, I suppose I could listen. After all, there's no harm in just... No, I mustn't. Not again. That damn court mage seemed to have the best of intentions too, and countless innocents died for my naivety.
The court mage? What happened?
Oh, you know not what you ask of me. What horrors my knowledge has wrought.
And here I'm gonna have a stroke. No. Refuse all you want. We won't lie down and accept defeat.
Of all the visitors I could possibly have, they're even more stubborn than I am. Oh.
Sounds like she's got a flu.
Oh, very well. I will hear your petition, but that is all. And I expect fitting payment for my troubles.
We wouldn't have it any other way.
With your contribution to our cause. No more and no less, I promise you. With that settled, might I impose upon you to join us at the Crystarium? I'm afraid the nature of my friend's predicament calls for absolute secrecy.
All right. we got a new friend. Alfino, you said heal, man. That was... There you are. The others have gone already. For the record, I truly wish we hadn't had to resort to using such words when treating with them. I have ever sought to convince, not compel. Yet I cannot deny that a part of me is glad Urianger shared his knowledge of the Numo with us. Had he not, Backlog wouldn't be here. Speaking of whom, we should hurry. To keep our guests waiting would only add insult to injury. That was rude. The hell is that? Oh. You may now enter the Grand Cosmos with a party of NPC. Of course, yeah. Mustn't dally here any longer. If Backlog is to hear the truth, Backlog is to hear the truth of our travails in the first. You of all people should be present. The Backlog. It's one of those things, the more you say it, the weirder it sounds, I guess. Do we go inside? Yes. So to the Dossel Gate. We don't have a lot of time. It's actually extremely hot today. I had to up to max my ceiling fan. It's May and I'm already max power on the fan. I hope it's gonna stabilize and we're not gonna get straight into AC. Alright, did she fall asleep or something?
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me not only that the return of night was your doing, but that you hail from another world as well?
Yep.
Everything we told you, of the source, the shards, the 7 umbral calamities, all of it is true.
I mean, you spared no details, huh? Even the calamities?
I realize how fantastical it sounds, and I would not blame you for doubting our testimony. But given your expertise, you must surely have noted the peculiar nature of their souls.
Any other time and I would have dismissed your stories as balderdash and flummery. But upon closer inspection, 'tis plain their souls are far denser than is normal, and that they do not possess true bodies. Save you. Your body is your own.
I know.
And your soul is the densest of them all.
Oh, why, thank you. Come on, backlog, not in front of everybody.
As I said before, were it not for their heroism, the skies over Norvrant would still be awash with light, the realm yet at the mercy of Vorthri and the Sin Eaters. After all they have done for our home, seeing them safely back to their own, it seems the very least we can do.
Also, I am the motherfucking king of the Fae, so you obey me right now. You know? Or I'm gonna call Feo Ul, and she's much scarier than I am.
Your tale is intriguing. Yes, very intriguing indeed.
It's kinda crazy, you know?
Simply to hear it is fitting payment in itself. As for your friends, I can but agree. Their valorous deeds on behalf of Norvrant are deserving of recognition, of their own fitting payment.
Very good.
You will help us then?
I will. I would see my knowledge put to good use for a change. I do have one condition, however. I am not the spry young Numo I once was. As such, I will require assistance in my fieldwork and testing.
Of course. Chores, I'm sure you'd like to call them.
It would be our pleasure. We'll be laboring for our own benefit after all.
Why are you looking at me, Alfino? I should just go back to my world, and you guys should be on your own right now. You spun quite a tale, but tell me, have you given any thought as to how you might return to your world? Did he really, though? White aura site, you say? Well, an intriguing proposition, but one which fails to account for the present state of your soul. They have become highly charged, likely as a consequence of having maintained tangible forms for so long. In such an energetic, unstable state, there is no telling what may happen to the soul within the aura site. They could very well become immutable to transference, never to be restored to their bodies. Then, would it be possible to force our souls into a state of dormancy prior to the transference? In theory, yes, but the soul is not a candle to be snuffed out and relit in a whim. Well, that sounds ominous. What exactly would rendering our souls dormant entail? In order to maintain a corporeal form, your souls constantly drew ether from your surroundings. This process must be halted, and the resulting fate of ether removed. Your minds would ultimately be separated from these fox bodies of yours, rendering you incapable of interacting with the world around you. A cruel fate under normal circumstances, but one which will be rectified upon your return home. Living lifeless husks. Like those poor souls at the inn at Journey's Head, corrupted by the Sea Eaters and they're either made stagnant by the light. Corrupted? Stagnant? Might I see these unfortunate individuals? Why, do you think you might be able to help them? I might, or I might not, but I shan't know for sure until I've seen their condition firsthand. Then I would be glad to take you to them, on the understanding that you won't do anything which might increase their suffering. It was my faith in man I lost, not my compassion. Well, I see no need for all of us to accompany you. While you escort your guests to the inn, I will assist Urianger in creating the requisite aura site. I believe my talents would be better applied to the endeavor as well. Might I leave the three of you to assist the backlog as necessary? Okay. Of course, of course. Let's make for Amarang. Amarang? Such a weird name. It sounds like a meringue. And also a little bit like a boomerang. And now I'm imagining a boomerang made of meringue. And I kind of want to eat that. Sounds good to me. Yeah, right? So it works like that. You pick it up, you throw it, and then you open your mouth, and when it gets back, you just eat it. You have to catch it, I guess. So this is Holric, is it? Oh, the kid. The one that killed Tesleen, pretty much. Great. Yes, his etheric balance leans perilously towards the light. Towards stasis. What do you suppose will happen to him? Not too bright, are you, boy? The same as all poor souls corrupted by the light. He'll become a Sin Eater. You don't know that. We've defeated the Wardens and banished the light from the night sky. Harik was completely unresponsive before, but now... I mean, he doesn't seem very responsive right now. Mumble. Okay. He wasn't mumbling before. Then perhaps there is yet hope. If I may, there is a treatment I wish to administer to the patients. What sort of treatment? In the course of my studies of the soul, I once created a tonic which could temporarily stimulate the ether in one's body. After some refinement, it came to be used by the Knights of Verbert. Then for far darker purposes, lest they fall into the wrong hands, I swore never again to make it. But for their sakes, I will break the oath. It's not like to reverse the stagnation, mind you, but it should offer some measure of relief. Okay, where are we going? She didn't even tell us what we need. Oh, she just made it. Okay. Wow, that was quick. Don't say this blankly at you. It would seem the tonic had no effect. What is this warmth I feel in my chest? Oh, that worked on him. What about this guy? Come now, you mustn't fret. Now stay very still. I feel warm, and my legs they don't feel as heavy. Oh, that actually kind of works. You know, a little bit of a relief for them. That's really good. Pain management is a bitch, even like in modern medicine. Now then, have you noted any change in the patients? A notable rise in body temperatures and increase in motor function, in most of the patients at least. The more severely afflicted show no response. As I feared then. It is true that with the restoration of night, the corrupting influence of light will no longer grow. And yes, their bodies will naturally return to the equilibrium given time. But this holds true only for the corporeal ether. Their incorporeal ether, that of the soul, it is not so easily mended. Which is why those in the later stages of corruption, like Halric, appear unaffected by your tonic. Precisely. The boy's soul is too far gone, his mind held together by the finest of threads. There is a chance that he may one day recover, of course, but it could take years, decades even. By the gods, he could wake to find himself an old man. Yeah, that surely would suck. I'll find a reward for his persistence, the opportunity to mourn the life he never had a chance to live. Yeah, that really sucks. No, there must be something we can do. It's not why we're here, though. Look, I realize this is not why we petitioned your aid, but do you think it possible we can find a way to hasten the recovery? Maybe. Maybe. Nor do I think it's impossible that in treating them, we might learn something of relevance to your own predicament. Okay. I suspect the Crystal Exarch has told you of my past, that I was once a mage of the royal court of Verbert, and that soulcraft was my field of study. The tonic you administered to the patient here is one of the fruits of my labors. I hope to do great things for the kingdom, but in the end my knowledge brought only suffering, a plague like the which none had ever seen. In the hands of an unscrupulous man, what should have been my greatest triumph instead became my greatest shame. You mustn't dwell in the past, you know. Eyes to the present and to the future. I know that only too well. Alas, the knowledge we require is steeped in such bitter memories. But let us return to the task at hand, finding a means by which we might revitalize these people's incorporeal ether. Do you think it can be done? Well, the sky is still ablaze with primordial light. I would call it an exercise in futility, but now we may have a chance. The method I have in mind will entail the conjuring of a familiar. They're able to amplify the energies poured into them, making them the perfect conduit for the ether revitalizing magics we will ultimately employ. If you're about to launch into a lengthy explanation of the metaphysics of your plan, don't bother. I'd rather get on with doing whatever it is that needs to be done, if that's the same to you. Whatever reagents must be procured or spell invoked, I'll do it. I admire your spirit. Very well. Your first task will be to gather the necessary materials. The purest of waters and finest of clays, as well as the Fey lantern brimming with pixie magic. If you're convinced the resulting familiar could help the patients, fine. Half you know, the water and clay will be simple enough, but I think you know what we'll have to do to get the lantern. You don't mean... Oh yeah, the pixies took quite a liking to us before. If we humored them with our company, I'm sure they will be willing to help us. Fine. We'll pay a visit to Ilmeg, though I never thought you would be the one to suggest going back there. I'm been impressed you've been there at all, let alone befriended the Feyfolk. While you're about it, seek out the Numo Pla Eni. They will be able to supply you with water suitable for your needs. Right. What do I do then? Still remains the matter of clay. Might I prevail upon you to find it? Okay. Where do I find clay? Clay from Amarang will likely be best. Know you of anyone who might be able to assist us? Maybe the miners? Okay, that's the miners at Twine. Yes, they'll be able to point you in the right direction, I'm sure. While you and the twins are occupied, we'll see if there's aught else I can learn from the stagnation which afflicts the people. Alright. Oh, let's speak with Magnus in Twine. He's been a friend. Magnus. Well, what a coincidence. You've come at a good time. With just this moment finished repairing the talus and trolley you lot took to Nambatarang. The trolley was no trouble, but the talus would have been another matter, had we had not a visit from Master Chai. He offered us a share of the leftover buildings material from the Daedalus stoneworks, as well as a few trade secrets to help us along. Nice. Good man. Clever man, that Chai Nuz. He seemed pretty keen on the ideas I had for putting the giant talus to work. Like a giant trolley. But Magnus still refuses to see all the good we could do with it. You're entitled to your dreams, Jarek, but that doesn't mean you can go harassing our guests with them. Master Chai was just being polite. Something tells me Asgard here didn't come all this way to talk about trolleys. What is that you need, friend? Clay. Or the bestest quality. I see. This familiar requires clay from Amarang. Well, look no further. If anyone can find us some quality clay, it's us. Saying that isn't exactly a commodity nowadays, but there must be some lurking around somewhere or other, waiting to be dug up. If I'm not mistaken, there was a time when they used to take clay from Mount Biran mines to make adobe bricks. Adobe? Place is swarming with coyotes now, but if you were after the good stuff, you could do worse than to look there. Okay, what's adobe? I feel like if I type it in Google, it's gonna... yeah.
Adobe.
Adobe. It's a kind of clay used in building. Oh, I see. Well, the more you know. Oh, dude, really now? Fine. That was 66,000 damage with just my normal dance. We better enjoy the numbers because I think they're squishing the stats and the numbers in the next expansion. Yeah, MMOs do that. Like, I've seen that in WoW like 4 times at least. They do it every other expansion. You know, when the numbers go up to the millions, then they start, you know, taking it down a notch. I guess it kind of makes sense. Like the line of power is not linear; it's more like a curve. And it starts like, okay, you're doing 100, 100, 200, 300, 500, 1,000, and then it goes like 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. Like it goes crazy really quickly. The twins have returned and in one piece at that. I was convinced the pixies would turn at least one of them into a garden ornament, but no. You have the clay, I take it? Well, you have it. Wonderful. We need but combine the clay and the water. Then heat the mixture with Fey Lantern. After that it will be a simple matter of settling upon a suitable form and performing the necessary incantation. I have a question. In the event that we need the spell and you weren't around, would it be possible for another to perform the incantation? Assumingly they possess the requisite skill, yes. However can the others have suffered so much, and I swore to do everything in my power to save them. If there's any chance this spell could do that, I would be the one to invoke it. Mayhap you should be the one to do so. A deep understanding of the subject's physical state, combined with a strong desire to help them, can drastically increase their magic's effect. And you are plainly more familiar with these people than I am. I have to say, there are a few in all of Norvrond more dedicated to finding a cure. Is that not so, Askarit? Yeah. She's the best woman for the job. I'll give it my whole. For Halric. For Tesleen. Tesleen. Oh, too soon. Then we are all of mind on the matter. At least I shall be the one to conjure the familiar.
Let us begin. I trust you've prepared the clay?
She sounds better, doesn't she?
Very good. Now, I would have you sculpt for me a porksy.
A porksy? Oh, come on now.
Plump, with floppy ears and a short curly tail.
Damn it.
A porksy. I think I know what you mean.
Yeah. I know what she means.
There we are. How's that?
What the fuck have you done? What is that? Okay, I think Alfino should be the sculptor. He's the artistic one, isn't he?
Well, it is certainly creative. There's no denying that.
He's gonna get killed one of these days.
Yes, yes, I'm no artist. Very funny.
Pay him no mind, child. Though it may look like a grotesque parody of reality, it is what the invoker believes that matters.
That doesn't help at all. Oh god.
You're not helping.
No, exactly.
But I speak the truth. If successful, this incantation will turn imagination into reality. Which is why the only thing of import is what you believe this figure embodies.
Right,
You
right,
must
right.
focus. Hold the Porksy's image steady in your mind's eye. Now then, as I taught you, relax and allow your energies to flow.
With flesh of clay I bid thee rise, on wings of dreams to touch the skies. What once was idle fantasy, I call forth to reality.
Well, that worked.
Not bad for a first attempt. Now, let us see what can be done for young Halric. Through the operation of the magics you invoked to animate this familiar, it is now replete with the energies required to stir the boy's soul.
Oh my god, my chair is about to destroy itself.
You need but give it a name, and it will do as your heart desires.
A name? Like what?
A name.
Do not call it Alfino.
All right, I've decided. Now.
Don't you dare calling it Alfino.
Go, Angelo!
Angelo? Alright, I guess. Is it doing anything? Oh my. Holy crap. It's actually working.
Mother... I...
Oh, it's over. Well, it worked for a moment. How easy, Backlog? Did it work? Well, if it did, you and your fledgling familiar have done well. If my eyes do not deceive, a hint of color has returned to his soul. Gods, I would jump for joy if I weren't so exhausted. We're so close now, Halric. As you're even now in the process of discovering, this magics ask much of the Invoker. What you may not have realized is that the same is also true of the subject. As such, we must proceed with caution. However, with further treatment, I have the utmost confidence that the boy will make a full recovery. Observing the reanimation of this stagnant soul has been most enlightening. I will need time to put my theories to the proof, but I believe I can fashion a spell to produce the opposite effect. That is, to induce stagnation, thus enabling your safe transport back to the source via aura sight. A thought occurred to me about this treatment. Backlog said when the soul is rendered dormant, the mind is separated from the body, but the person becomes incapable of interacting with the world around them. Does that not sound like some of the tempered back in the source? Not really. It is the fate of most tempered to become slaves to primals, save in a handful of cases. Or am I missing something? If I can master this technique, the art of revitalizing the soul, I know at least one of the souls who could desperately use such treatment. The little goblin! Gaboo! Exactly. His condition is uncannily similar to Holoric's, is it not? The only difference being that his soul was suffused with the earth-aspected ether instead of light. It follows that if his soul is subject to a similar kind of stagnation, there may be a chance we can save him, right? Maybe. Forgive me, but who is this Gabu fellow of whom you speak? Satanic Gabu. I see. This condition does sound familiar. Similar. Yet there is much more about the soul that remains unknown even to me. I said this not to discourage you, but you understand. To remind you that this is delicate work we do here. Work requiring patience. Of course, as long as there is hope for the patients here, I will devote whatever time is needed to see it through. But I refuse to spend that time in idleness. If it's all the same to you, I'd like to stay here with Angelo and continue with the treatment. The two of you should return to the Crystarium with Backlog and see if we can make some headway with the newly posited theories. I will tell you to rest first, but I see you not to be convinced. Ah, the fire of youth. Alright, back to the Crystarium. Finally, I found you. What? Yo, what was your name? Kaishir, what you doing here? There's trouble in Yulmore. Lady Chai's beside herself. Sagging, pacing, the whole lot. You're enough beg me to go and find you. Sagging and pacing, you say? That must be urgent. Well, I think I will be returning to Crystarium alone. Go on then. Alright. What's happening in Yulmore now? Sorry for bothering you and all, but she says the future of Yulmore is at stake. What? What do you mean by that? Also, I need to leave. Soon. Lady Chai is up in the parlor. Let's not keep her waiting, eh? I guess. Oh, I thought I wasn't teleporting. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Wait, what's happening here? Just 1 second, guys. I don't know what's happening. Where is she? Well, not here seems to be out of the ordinary, though I do not see Lady Chai anywhere. Probably pacing around outside again. Staring off into the distance and all that. Sighing. Strange. Let's see if we can find her and discover the source of the distress. Okay. There she is.
Thank heavens you're here.
Lady Chai, whatever is the matter?
I knew not where else to turn. Oh, this is all too much for my poor heart to bear alone.
Alone? What of Master Chai?
But that is the very reason I summoned you. He's gone.
What do you mean he's gone?
What? What happened?
It all began after the events at Mount Gulg. With Lord Vorthry out of the way, we all agreed that a new leader must be chosen.
Right.
And so you held an election?
Yes, well, sort of. Not a single person volunteered to stand, you see.
Oh.
After a lifetime of leisure, we free citizens have grown somewhat indolent. Readapting to the harsh realities of life is trying enough, but to take charge of a broken city as well? No one wanted such responsibility. Nevertheless, Yulmore could not well do without a leader, and so we decided that anyone and everyone should be considered a candidate. And after we cast our ballots and tallied the votes, the mayorship fell upon my dear husband.
Oh no.
Well, given the manner in which he orchestrated the construction of the giant Talos, none could deny his leadership qualities.
That is true, but he was not
But
exactly.
even before then, he had proven himself at Daedalus Stoneworks, don't forget. He is more than qualified for the role. The perfect choice.
Then what's the matter?
Indeed. I told him as much when his victory was first announced. But perhaps I was too forceful in my attempt to encourage him. For shortly after that, he vanished without a word.
So you scared him out, and he ran.
You believe he was so daunted by the burden of leadership that he felt compelled to flee? Please, Lady Chai, dry your eyes. Your husband does not strike me as the sort of man who would abandon his duty, much less his beloved wife. There has to be some other reason for his absence.
You truly think so?
But of course.
What about you? What do you think has become of my husband?
Oh, he's probably dead in a ditch somewhere. Sorry, but I think he fled. Okay, he fled. I thought I was about to say, sorry, I think he's dead. That's a psycho brain in me. I don't know, but he won't have fled, surely. I totally believe he's fled.
And there you have it, Lady Chai. You needn't worry. Master Chai loves you more than all the world, and he will return.
With our help, that is.
Wherever he may have gone, rest assured we will find him.
Thank you, my dear boy. You have set my mind at ease. I will trust in my husband and await his return.
There you go. Good girl, Lady Chai. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna end it here for tonight, but yeah, we're gonna continue soon, I guess, with patch 5.1 at least. I want to finish it, for obvious reasons. Mostly to get into Bojan as soon as possible. But yeah, that's it for tonight, so thank you very much for watching. Have a good day, have a good night, and I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.